Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm D Wolf. I am here with Omni
What is up, peeps?
and Lord Jericho.
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
As you can see, the main parts of the station are finally done. No more ribs to
After
construct.
eons of building.
We still got a ways to go before it's completely complete. We've been playing around with textures and paint today and things like that. We still got a few more things to slap together and just to finish it off, but we decided, you know what, it's done enough to give you guys the tour. So let's move in here.
Yep. And down below we have Jericho with his custom-built capital ship in there.
That he's still working on. You can see the difference in size.
Yeah. I didn't realize that the size difference was going to be quite this vast.
Well, we were making a shipyard to build ships, so it would have to be. Well, as you see from here, as we're coming in, you can see the small vessel landing platforms. There are 6, 7, 8, I believe. So they're not marked out yet, which we'll do when we do all the texturing. Each joint here has an airlock access to get to the tunnel to go from front to back. Now let's get right up here and turn on our gravity.
Where are you at?
I'm right in the hangar.
Hangar.
Oh.
In front of the hangar.
Well, as you guys see, this is the product of one day when I got bored. I tagged the ship. I guess I should say station. It's more of a station than a ship.
It's a shipyard, yes. Alright, now let's go on inside here. We got entrances for both sides, construction reasons. This is the main hangar deck for loading and unloading all the materials from a freighter into the containers. We got constructors on every corner for people to use to build whatever they need for their building of their capital vessels. We have a small vessel mechanic shop in here.
Yeah.
With little taxi, which I might actually design another one. But we can work on our small vessels and stuff here if we needed to. Which, that was actually fun to do. You can guess we still have a lot of painting and texturing to do. When you come up here, you got the containers, constructors.
The new ones.
And then when you come through here, it's the observation tunnel. You can actually see under the station, if you wanted to, you can actually jump off and see the ships being built if you wanted to. But
Yeah, see?
and then when you keep going through
They're
the
awesome.
observations, you got the main hallways to a medical chamber. We got cloning facilities, medical bays.
Yep, here's the med room. It's really busy.
We had fun throwing this together. Then you come through to the other side, we have a cafeteria. All supplies will be coming from the planet and being brought to the station to be used. Here's where you get your food.
Yeah.
Food storage area.
To be like self-sufficient.
You got the canteen downstairs where all the people go and sit down and eat. And what could the updates on what's going on in the world? Looks like New York is blown up. Washington, Seattle's gone. California's gone. As you can see,
that before.
there are radioactive warning signs everywhere to let you know the food is bad. On this side, it's the same thing as the other side, just another observation tunnel when you come through. Same thing, there's glass down there so you can actually see things being built.
Jeez.
Our little plant sections in the hallway just for aesthetics. Then you come through here, you got the bridge.
Yep, which this is really cool. Here's the pilot's area, captain's area, whatever you'd like to call it.
Observation floor, so you can actually see what's going on underneath the station and above the station.
Yep.
And then you got the briefing room over here.
Oopsie.
Which I like what you did with those screens there. It makes it look like just one big wall of information.
Well, that's what I was going for, so I'm glad it worked. And then on the other side, get some more information down here for all the status displays. Is the captain's quarters, or his waiting room, I guess you could say. He's got his own personal desk, his I'm exhausted couch. You can stand up here and watch what the crew's doing, make sure they're doing their job, shoot them when they're mutinous. He's got all his status displays for every aspect of what's going on. He's got his own medical and clone chamber, his own O2, and his own laboratory.
Yeah.
Nice shower. Decorated by Omni himself. But,
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna stay like that. That was just me playing around a little.
like I said, we still have a lot of texturing to do, a lot of painting to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure I have enough air on
So
me.
much of that. Oh, I should grab some air.
But each one of these is a cockpit console, so you can actually have your pilot here, and then 4 others can sit there and are able to use the turrets if need be. But let's move on. Views are actually kind of nice. We got our storage containers, constructors on the other side.
I love these new storage containers. I
Now,
like them a lot.
this is an airlock to go to the bottom of the station,
Yeah.
which is also an observation deck, so you can look down and see how the construction's going.
You see my ship?
Yeah. So you go out the door here, turn on your jetpack. There's even O2 stations right here. So while you're working on your ship, you can just come up here, get some O2. If you need to go in for supplies, you just go back in, which we're going to do. Turn on, got gravity, so we can walk around in here. Go back up the elevator. Bye.
Yeah, crawling.
Now when you come up the stairs,
Oh yeah, this is cool.
you got the tunnel that expands the entire station. It has an airlock for each and every one of the small vessel landing platforms. You can come out and go to your ship,
Yep.
blah, 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 and you keep on going.
Nothing real special, just little caution to let you know you're at an airlock. And then with this tunnel, Wolf wanted me to replicate what I had done to the tunnel that runs through the small vessel hangar of the colony base.
Not finished, but I've been working on this engine room here.
Yeah,
Got
which
the
is
warp
awesome
drive.
so far.
Fuel tank for the warp
Look at all
drive.
this.
All the pipes interconnect with each other for each one of these. They pump the fuel around, energy, whatever. Come
And
over
you made
here.
it look like that this is just one gigantic engine.
Fuel rooms on either side.
Yep. I mean, there are,
Let's go and go in.
Yeah.
If one,
you have doors
if
back
one
here
blows up,
too,
the other
right?
blow.
Yep, when you go straight back, on either side, you go into the O2 tank rooms.
Oh, 2 for days.
Which Wolf done an awesome job with all this pipe work here. He did this all on his own, and I loved it when I saw it.
Yeah, this was fun. I had
We've
fun
got
with
the
this.
generation stuff.
This was fun
Well,
to
what?
do. I gotta give it that.
It's like 1, 2, 3,
8.
It's more than enough power in here, trust me.
7, 8. Yeah.
I mean, when you look at the specs on it,
Hey,
you pull it up.
Shelf.
We've got 4,000 megawatts, and our max consumption is 5.17. Our current consumption is only 13.9 out of 4,000 megawatts. Looking at 39 hours left, and the fuel tanks are half empty. So I think we're doing just fine. So I still got a lot of work to figure out in here what we're doing with the engineering section. But let's come on out here, turn our jetpacks on. Our comm relay station we're working and designing right now. The yellow
Yep.
is going to go. I can't stand it. It's disgusting.
Yeah, we were just experimenting with textures and colors and all that, trying to decide what we're gonna do to the entire
The main
shipyard.
ribs are going to be, this looks just like that. It's going to go all the way down the main rib right there. These side ribs that we've got going on are going to be gray, look like that. The flat, smooth parts are going to be like that. And the ribs are going to be like this. The light textures in between each pipe, the blue pipes, and then it's going to be a flat black in underneath the pipes. And we'll have the 3D texture blocks going down the sides all the way down. But that's what they're all going to look like, is like that. But let's keep on going down here. You can, it'll probably be better to show on the other side where we actually have some of the turrets on it. So we'll go up and over the other way.
Yeah.
But there's the small vessel landing platforms again. You can see they go all the way across the station.
Yep. Which those are just for quick supply trips or whatever, quick visits. And for people that are building, they're going to be free to park inside the hangar. That way they don't have to worry about their ship being in the open.
Well, the hangar's for the freight supply drops only.
Oh.
All small vessels are parking on the small vessel hangar deck there. That's what it's there for.
Okay. And this actually took me and Wolf a while to build in the whole entirety, from the very top right there to the very bottom rail right there. That was 3-4 days of like putting in almost just a full I don't even know how long each day.
You talk about the ribs?
Yeah.
Each one.
Not the ribs, the pods and the rails.
Oh, the weapon clusters and
along. Yeah.
Yeah, the weapon clusters that you see right now that are here, and the engine clusters. It took us literally about 6 days to do all of them, all the way around. But as you can see, this is what the weapons clusters look like. There is actually, if you watched the previous episode, I think it was, the ammo containers and everything actually are on the inside of each and every one of these. So even if one weapon cluster is taken out, the rest of them will still feed the turrets that are left. So you got the rocket launcher platforms that stretch completely all the way across on every one of them. And then, excuse me, sorry. Then you got the weapon cluster there. We got an engine cluster there. And then another weapons clusters. Then you got 2 more engine clusters, 2 more weapons, an engine, and a weapon on the end down there. But that's what the engine clusters look like. Up, down, left, and right. You got the forward and backwards weapons clusters here in the middle. One facing forward, one facing backwards. But the
Nothing will survive.
upper section here you can see is just laser turret platforms, mainly for small vessel defense. Can't wait till they make a missile defense. That would be freaking nice. But all the way across will be laser turrets there. This one is just all the rocket launchers, and then we got our main guns will be on the weapon clusters themselves. But in between, there's also the outward-facing turrets. We'll have 1 laser turret, 2 rocket launchers in between each one there, and on the bottom will be the same. So these will be all the same on that one. On the inside is just the piping. But there it is. This is again is what we're going to be basically doing for the ribs. That's what it's going to look like.
Oh yeah, that one patch we worked on up there. Where's that at?
It's at the front where the weapons cluster's at that we actually finished.
Yeah.
But yep, this is what the whole strut's going to look like all the way around for all of them, except for the outside one is we're changing to the 3D model texture, so it looks armored. It'll look better, I think, that way. Like, for instance, when it comes, we told you about the weapons clusters here, they actually have an interior, which I'll go ahead and go inside and let you guys see that real quick.
Yeah, I popped into one while you were talking, but it was an empty one.
I got a problem. This one, actually...
You sealed it off.
There.
Huh.
It misplaced itself. The door's in the wrong place. I'll have to fix that. But this is the room that'll hold all the ammo containers in here.
You know what? You want to know what's really bad? This thing is so massive that if you were to come upon it as like an abandoned structure, you could just make a little starter base out of one of these weapon cluster rooms.
It's very true, very true.
And then spend the rest of your life exploring the rest of the station.
That's very true. Like I said, we have the rooms inside those. These actually are solid. There is nothing but the engines and then just solid combat blocks on them for protection.
Yep, which we got a mix of the humongous thrusters for just, power moving the ship, and then
It
for a little bit of
actually
finesse, we got the
does
smaller
move.
ones.
So far, I've had it up to
Oh,
11 meters a second. I think it was 11.7.
Dude,
So you can actually reorientate the station.
is that enough to warp? Isn't there a speed limit to warping?
Just being max speed.
Oh,
There's Jericho's capital vessel that he's working on. Let's show that off while I'm flying around. There's his garden. You can see through the windows. I like that. I like what he's doing with the rear of the ship. It's actually looking really nice.
yeah, I'm liking what it's like so far. It looks
Thank you
pretty
very
dang
much.
tough.
I can't wait to see what it looks
Sorry,
like when
man,
it's
that's
finished.
really.
It almost looks like it should be an industrial mining vessel. Like
That's
you
what I
land around the
was
mine,
doing.
and like right here in the middle would
Which-
be where the mine
yeah.
you actually dig is like, and everything is right here in the middle, so you actually surround it on all sides except the front. Mine the hell out of it,
Here.
and then take off.
Here's a view of the back.
That's the
so
idea.
People can see what he's been hard at work at.
Since it's not been the station lately.
That's all.
And also it explains, how come the front is so flat.
Oh, well, I'm finished the fun, yeah. I'm
That's
still
'cause
working on
Yeah,
it ran into a wall.
good ideas.
Dub-nosed starship.
But there's the underbelly of the inside for now. We actually have some work to do. We're going to be adding a few things to the underbelly as well. We just haven't gotten there yet. We wanted to get this thing operational, which it is now. We can use this, come and go and build as we please. Without any issues whatsoever. It's been great. But that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Come down here. There's nothing to see really at the bottom. It's just literally the struts coming off. It's going to be
Yeah.
nothing but lights for sticking off. We're going to make a crane style small vessel to use as a light ship. It's going to just where you can move it around your capital vessels to see what you're doing if it's too dark.
If you're on the dark side. Here, I'm coming down here just to show peeps the tips of the ribs in case they're curious about what we did.
To end it, yeah, I'll come down myself.
Yeah. Which, there we go right there. We had, if people remember a few episodes ago of what the all the trusses looked like in that stepped formation. Then we just used some two-part slopes there and kind of mirrored it to get a nice point. But we still carried the pattern we had for a majority of the ribs all the way to the tips there with using those sloped trusses every so often in the steps. And then another thing that I've really gotten a big kick out of that we've done is these little corner railings on the ribs here.
Yeah, those are fun to figure out. They actually took, believe it or not, this simple, stupid design that you guys see here took me almost 2 days to figure out. I would build something, take it apart, redo it, and just kept going. And I just said, you know what? Forget it. The inside is just pipes.
Yeah.
Just pure pipes, and then we got the outside. There's actually a block and defense on either side of the turrets when they sit inside their little nook here. There'll be the laser turrets will be sitting here, and they actually have a block count in front and behind defending them. But it turned out nice. I like it. I like it.
Me too.
Things have turned
Yeah,
out better than I thought they would.
Is there anything else we need to show off?
I don't think so. I think we've actually covered everything. It's only taken us 3 weeks to start to get this thing to where it's at, and it's only taken us less than 19 minutes to tell you all about it and show you every bit of it.
Wow.
Oh.
And then in case people are wondering, I kind of pulled my wall art trick, these letters here. I used the really flat pieces. Just to keep from being kind of overwhelmed by it all, I kept to just two shapes. The original triangular pieces, and then just the flat square wall pieces to make each of these letters here.
Let's get out of here so you guys can see
Yep.
Olympus.
And unfortunately, we didn't really have enough room to both make it fit on that one deck and make it look good, so I had to kind of cheap out and put the O up a level.
Which looks fine even from a distance. I'm backing out now just to look at it. Get a decent screenshot here. But there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helps give you guys idea, inspire you to do some big things yourselves. Granted, it took us 3 weeks to do this, mostly me and Omni. Jericho kept playing with his own spaceship. Because he didn't want to keep putting blocks down, so Omni had to come in and finish his last 2 struts. But, like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspires you to do some of your own things. I am debating of once we're actually finished putting this up on the workshop or not.
I think we should. I think a lot of people would love to look around this themselves.
Like I said, I'll consider it. I'll keep thinking about that and rolling that one around in my head.
Before we go, do you want to run through a basic count of where we're at with this, just so people know what they're getting into if they did get it from the workshop?
Yeah, let me come back in here. Everything's basically over the 1 million mark, but hang on, let me fly back in here and I'll pull up the blueprint. I got to re-blueprint it anyways for what we did today.
Yeah, we did a lot today too. Let me see. I can't access it while you're looking at it, right? Or no?
Alto.
No.
You should be able to.
Alto.
You should be able to blueprint it. Because I'm just going to pull up the blueprint right here.
No, what did I drop? Techno flashlight. You're not getting away.
You're funny. All right, blueprint. Olympus shipyard. We're sitting at 1,447,350 iron ingots, 384,270 sathium, 101,750 cobalt, 20,030 silicone, 6,580 copper, 1,410 neodymium, plastic wood, zirconium, blah blah blah. The size is class 6.
There we go.
Width is 222 blocks, 134 high, 226 in depth. Device count so far is only 2017. Yes, I said only. Block count 175,434. Production time 58 hours and 54 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
I mean, even the colony, I don't even think has that many. No, the colony's half all of that, and it's the same size almost, except for in height. Yeah, the colony's only 578,000. The Olympus shipyard's 1,447,000.
Oh my God! Hearing those numbers makes my head hurt.
One day we'll do something small. Oh, you know what I want to look at? Let's pull that up. Not that. What is it? What is it? The stats. How do you pull up the stats on it again? There's the control panel. Statistics. There we go. There's the meters, device counts. The mass is 427 kilotons. It's only got 8 generators. Yes, we know. I'm dying.
Oh, someone's dying.
Unbelievable.
Why am I dying?
Sounds like you might be starving.
Yeah, it was. Fast. It's not nice. Bad game. Okay. We're looking at... We got 184 thrusters. The RCS count's going to change because we got to fix that. We've got 3 docked vessels, as you can see. I love that it tells you the docked vessels. Alright. The upward motion of the station is 17 meters a second. The left and right is only 9 meters a second. Reverse is 8 meters a second. Forward is 8 meters a second. The pitch and roll is only 0.01 for the roll. The pitch is 0.02.
Yeah, I think
Things move slow.
I think we need to invest in when we make the RCS bank. We need to maybe go a little bit heavy.
Oh, definitely. That's the other sections I'm going to be adding into that engine room back there.
Yeah.
It's mainly just RCSs on that entry when you go left and right there. There's two voids that you guys saw right before the engine rooms. Just nothing but RCSs are going to go there. But, like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Remember to play hard and game hard. And until next time, take it easy.
See you later, guys.
See you later, Pete.